Welcome to the Smart Dad Podcast, where we help you lead well at home, in business, and in life. I'm your host, Derek Moore. Smart dads are intentional, engaged, and ever learning. Whether you're a seasoned dad who's been through it all, a new dad still figuring it out, a supported dad with a great woman at your side, or a solo dad carrying the load alone, this podcast is for you. No matter your background, your challenges, or your goals, fatherhood is a journey of growth, and we're here to do it together. Each week, I'll share insights that I've garnered throughout my life of raising kids, building businesses, and leading others. I'll definitely share some failures, some successes, and I'll even be able to show you tools and strategies that you can use to become a smart dad in your own life. Hey dads, let's be honest. Fatherhood's never been more important or more confusing. Be strong, be sensitive. Lead, listen. Tough love or tender presence. A lot of us second guess ourselves more than we'd like to admit. And sometimes we hear more about what we're doing wrong than what we're doing right. But here's the truth. You're not supposed to be someone else's version of a quote-unquote good dad. You're supposed to be the kind of dad that only you can be. Motivated by what's true, wired by design, and living from a place of honor. That's what M Code is all about. M Code, short for motivation code, helps uncover why you do what you do. At its core are 8 motivational dimensions, 8 unique ways that we're wired to act, to serve, to love, and to lead. And for the next 8 weeks, we're walking through a simple but profound story that you can relate to. One family goodbye. It's the same event, same distance to travel, same emotional weight, but each time I want you to experience it with me through the lens of a different dad. Each one of these dads is driven by a distinct motivational code. You'll hear what he notices. You'll hear where he struggles, but how he rises and why his way makes sense to him. This isn't about comparison, it's about clarity, because when you understand what truly drives you, you stop second guessing yourself and you start showing up with confidence and integrity, being true to who you are. So whether you're driven to achieve, to connect, to protect, to create, to lead, or to dream, there's a seat at the table for you. This is the 8-hour goodbye. And you, Dad, let's find out what moves you. Picture this. It's Thursday afternoon. You're a dad. You've just wrapped up a team huddle where your words lit a fire. Folks nodding, eyes wide, like you've unlocked something inside of them. That rush, it's everything. The spark, the shift you see, knowing you've moved the needle in them, even if just a little bit. Then the phone hums. You look down. It's a family group thread. Your great Aunt Ruth, the storyteller who wove your family's histories into legends, is slipping. She's given you life lessons with every hug, but she's fading fast. Hospice. No alarms blaring, but the clock is ticking loudly. If a real goodbye is on the table, this is the weekend to do it. 8 hours away in a sleepy, rural nook where her stories linger like the morning mist. You had to make a decision. You make a quick decision. You're in. You're all in. And you've got Lily this weekend all to yourself. Your little 10-year-old spark plug. She's got to come along. She's your co-pilot. She doesn't get to sit out this tough time. She's not going to be on the sideline. She doesn't get to miss out. Next day, Friday, you're going to launch right after work. Sunday morning, you want to be back by the time church starts. 8 hours there, 8 hours back, 16 hours of asphalt therapy. 2 nights under unfamiliar stars. A visit ripe for discomfort or for transformation or echoes that outlast the miles. Here's the pivot point. How do you shape this beyond the maps and the mileage? The hearts, the words, the lingering feelings. What do you amplify? How do you frame it? What ripples are you leaving behind you? That's the magic. That is the 8-hour goodbye. Through the eyes of a dad, wired to inspire. Friday morning, 7:30 a.m. Mike is at the kitchen island. Coffee steaming, scrolling feeds, not mindless, curating. A quick voice note to the network. Morning thought. Legacy isn't what you leave, guys. It's who you lift. Boom, he hits send. Feels the potential ping. His phone dings. His sister's text lands. Ruth has taken a turn. Sharp. Real. Mike absorbs it. No freezing here. A deep breath, then action with heart. Calendar, wiped clean, but not cold. Personalized notes to each meeting. For example, shifting gears today for family. Let's reschedule and make it epic next time. By a team Slack post. Heading out for a pivotal family chapter. My Aunt Ruth's story shaped me. Now it's my turn to honor it. Lead each other with heart while I'm gone. Inspire in my absence. Send. Mike doesn't do it for likes. He does it for legacy. To make an impact. To be key. To advance the team. Noon hits. He surprises Lily at school pickup for an early lunch. Park bench outside, sandwiches unwrapped. Kiddo, this weekend, it's more than a trip. It's our chance to pour into Ruth what she's poured into me, what she's poured into us. It's our chance to make her feel seen, loved, legendary. Sound like a plan? Her eyes widen. Yeah, but how? He leans in, voice dropping conspiratorially. Stories, gifts, moments that stick. We'll brainstorm on the drive. She grins, hooked. Back at work, Mike wraps up loose ends with charisma. A phone call just can't do it. But a phone call with encouragement, words, turning handoffs into motivators. That's how he does it. 4:30 p.m., shut it all down. One last glance at his vision board. The words ring out. Influence isn't volume, it's vibration. He's ready to resonate. Friday evening, 4:52 rollout. The sound system is primed, not some random shuffle. It's a curated arc. Uplifting anthems to start. U2's Beautiful Day. Reflective midway. Norah Jones. Triumphant close. Queen's We Are the Champions. He's got it all figured out. It's 8 hours. Lily buckles in, and then she spots the custom packet he created for her. Epic Road Saga Binder. Ruth Edition. It's entitled. Of course, that's Mike's handiwork. Photo collages from family archives. Prompt cards for Lily, like, share a Ruth memory that makes you smile. And blank pages for his letters to the future that he wants her to write. Flip to page 1, he says, enthusiasm bubbling. Where's your superpower, Lil? And how can we use it this weekend? She giggles. She dives in. Drawing! I can sketch Ruth as a superhero. Brilliant, he says. Let's make her cape butterscotch yellow. She says, yes. What about the gas stop? He transforms it. He snags some quirky postcards, challenges Lily to write one-line wonders to Ruth. They laugh over the different drafts, high-fiving on the one they choose as the winner. Mike's motivations? Evoke recognition. Be unique. Make an impact. Twilight deepens, and Lily softens up a little bit. Dad, what if she's too tired to talk? He doesn't gloss. He's warm, persuasive, and calm. Then we speak through presence, Lily. A touch. A story whispered. Those can land deeper than more words. We'll make her feel like the star she is. Halfway mark on the road, he pulls over at a scenic overlook. Stars emerging. He says, quick ritual. Lily, shout one thing you're grateful for about Ruth. They yell into the night. Her yelling a little shy. His booming. They laugh with joy. Their bond tightens. He's not directing. He's igniting. Saturday morning comes, and 9:25 they roll in, timed just for the morning light. Mike's wearing a soft sweater with an approachable vibe. Lily's ribbon-tied ponytail sways. A nod to Ruth's flair she lived throughout her life. They created a tribute kit for her. A velvet pouch with a vintage locket. Inside, Lily put Ruth's old photo. Lily's superhero sketch is framed in a cardboard cutout. Mike collected a voice-recorded montage from family voices, sharing all of their Ruth moments. He crowdsourced it overnight via group chat. Big breath. They cross the doorway threshold. Mike squeezes Lily's hand. We're here to cheer. Let's be her cheer squad. Let's light her up. The room has a soft hush. Ruth is frail, struggling, but alert. Mike kneels beside her, his voice velvety smooth. Aunt Ruth. We're here with our hearts full. You've been our North Star. Now let us reflect it back to you. He shares a tale. Ruth standing against odds. The way she handled that inspired Mike's first big risk in his career. His words paint pictures, and he notices the smiles he evokes from her. Lily unveils the sketch. You're my superhero, Aunt Ruth. Strong and sweet, and you needed a cape. Ruth's eyes mist. Her hand reaches. My dears, you've made my day shine. A faint laugh at the cape. Mike seals it. Your influence, Ruth, it's in our bones. We'll carry it, spread it wide for the world to see. Mike's motivations here, be key. Even if it's behind the scenes, even if it's on stage. Make an impact. Make sure he can see that he matters. Persuade. Bring Lily along. Point Ruth in the right direction. There's no grandstanding here, but the nurse lingers in the room and whispers over to Mike, that was beautiful. Mike nods humbly. Inside, it affirms his impact was delivered. 7:45. It's a motel unwind. Lily is journaling. More pictures, a few words. Mike, he steps out to the balcony, phone in hand. He decides to draft a heartfelt post to the family's private group thread. Today, we turned goodbye into gratitude. Ruth's legacy lives. Who's yours? Send. He doesn't do it for virality. It's internal. He does it for connection. He walks back inside. Lily, what hit home today? She says, seeing Ruth smile. It felt so big. Mike nods, his eyes sparkling. That's influence, kid. You sparked joy in Ruth's final chapter. And from there, they kind of have a little brainstorm, and they come up with what they call a Ruth Ripple. It's a plan to share her stories once a month with family. They're going to be intentional about making sure those who knew Ruth and those who never knew Ruth can connect with this great person in their family. Her ripple may last for generations. Mike records a voice memo. Moments like this remind us we are all influencers. Choose your ripple wisely. He hits stop. He pauses and says, you know what, Lily? I want to write a quick thank you note to the staff. Let's do that right now, and we'll zip back by and slip it under the door. A personal touch, evoking goodwill. Mike's motivation here, make an impact. Evoke recognition. Be unique. Lily yawns. Dad, you make everything story-worthy. Thank you. He chuckles. Life is the story, kid. We just try to narrate it boldly. Sunday sunrise comes, and they hustle into church. 9:15, crossing the threshold, sitting in the sanctuary, Mike's arm around Lily. His presence is quiet, but potent. The sermon that day on legacy. He leans in, whispers to Lily, "Hey, sound familiar, kid?" No public share, but internally, he knows. We didn't whisper goodbye. We amplified love. And as they exit, a fellow church member chats, saying something like this: "You two are glowing differently today." Mike smiles. His words a little secretive, a little cryptic. "Family magic. Try it sometime." He grins, knowing he's made an impact and influenced his daughter. The drive home, peppered with what-if dreams in Lily's life that are inspired by Ruth. Mike's motivations: here, he wanted to make an impact, be key, and advance. Mike lives his life to influence, but it isn't a spotlight. It's the light you leave on. Next week, on the 8-hour goodbye, our learner dad steps into the unknown with questions, curiosity, and a stack of books. And what starts out as a simple trip to say goodbye becomes a masterclass in wonder. Can you relate to the learner dad? Come back next week and find out. If you're ready to get crystal clear on what drives you, take the next step. Head on over to dntmore.com. Take the motivation code assessment. $19. It's priceless. And the same tool that powers these stories and helps Dad lead with clarity and conviction will be available to you. Because when you know what moves you, you stop chasing someone else's version of success. You define your own. And that's where legacy really starts. Thank you for joining us on the Smart Dad Podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. For resources, links, and more, check out the show notes. Also, if you like what you heard today, please leave us a 5-star review so other dads can find the podcast and be the dad they are meant to be. Now go out and be a smart dad today.